As wildfire threats continue to grow across the country, the need for innovative strategies to keep our communities and firefighters safe has never been greater. Joining us is Keith Padgett to discuss how redefining readiness can help us better prepare for the challenges ahead. Thank you so much, Keith, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to talk first about the wildland-urban interface. We're hearing about that more and more. How would you describe that for someone who isn't in the fire service?
Okay, it's becoming more and more of a problem because historically we've always thought that wildland fire was not an issue in some urban communities, but we have foliage that is planted or grown close to structures. And that's something that we need to kind of really evaluate and decide that we don't need that close to our house, because it can allow spread of fire if there is a wildland fire.
So you're really highlighting right now why that is a concern for fire departments.
Yes, absolutely. That's just something that we take for granted that will not happen to us. But there's a whole program to make sure that we don't do that as a community and protect our structures and our houses.
Yes, as development continues, more and more, that's something we have to keep in mind.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So IAFC recently launched a wildfire certification program. What does that entail?
We've got at Columbia Southern, we have a Bachelor of Fire Administration, and the concentration that we're introducing is wildland fire, and it incorporates 4 degree level courses that also offer as an added benefit a certification piece. That there are elements that are taught that meet the objectives for certificates of completion, like S190 and S130, through the NWCG, the National Wildfire Coordinating Group, through a partnership with the IAFC. So we're able to offer that as a bonus to someone that is seeking to be, for an example, a red card certified firefighter too in the wildland arena.
So what type of training does that entail?
As I mentioned, this is a certificate of completion for our S130, and there's a couple of other courses that meet the objective. And it's just components that they have to go through, and they open a task book. The firefighter would. Their sponsoring agency would open a task book that they would complete that would also include deploying a fire shelter in a safety environment, or a pack test where they carry a 40-pound pack for 3 miles in a timed event, to get that certification. So when that firefighter is deployed to an event, an incident, whether it's in Colorado or Utah or South Florida, they all can plug into the system and operate at that level.
So is this some of the training that has not necessarily been offered before?
Well, no, the NWCG has historically done that. And then we're just adding that into a degree program as some of the certificates that will allow them to reach that certification as part of that.
Tell me a little bit about this program with the Office of Development.
Okay, the Office of Development program has historically been with the ISC for a number of years. And what there is there's 3 levels. There's a company officer, a chief officer, and an executive chief officer. And in each level, there are 3 different courses. Chief 1, Chief 2, and Chief 3. And what we offer here at Columbia Southern University, what we offer here at Fire Rescue International is the on-site hybrid delivery, where you can take a hybrid delivery model.
So training is so important, and especially what you do with education, educating and training that next generation, especially when it comes to wildfires, and the training that you offer and the development that you offer for that. When you think about that from your perspective, what do you hope that the future looks like for your programs?
I met with the board of directors the other day, and our long-term goal would be that the certifications for company officer and chief officer would be involved in the development of a young lieutenant that wants to be a captain, or a captain that wants to be a battalion chief or a fire chief at some point. And that would be a certification that they would seek out and hope to apply that to their resume.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Keith Padgett, for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
I enjoyed being here. Thank you so much.